Hello everyone, my name is Angela Christa Rulita from Department of Psychology, Bina Nusantara University, and today I will present my undergraduate thesis entitled The Relationship Between Pet Attachment and Loneliness in Students Who Own Dogs or Cats. Abstract. This study investigates whether emotional bonds with pets, specifically dogs or cats, are associated with feelings of loneliness among college students. Using validated scales and Spearman's correlation analysis, results show a weak but statistically significant positive relationship, especially among students who own cats. This suggests that while pets may offer emotional comfort, attachment to them does not necessarily reduce loneliness. Instead, it may reflect a coping strategy. These findings emphasize the complex nature of human animal relationships and call for further research that considers factors like personality traits and social support networks. Introduction. Loneliness is a common psychological challenge for students, particularly during the transition to early adulthood. Pets are often seen as emotional companions that help ease feelings of isolation. According to Bowlby's attachment theory, emotional bonds are crucial for psychological health, and these bonds can also be formed with animals. Previous studies suggest that stronger attachment to pets can help reduce stress and loneliness. These studies explore whether a stronger emotional connection to pets is linked to lower emotional and social loneliness among student pet owners. Methods. Research questions. This study explores two central questions. First, is there a relationship between pet attachment and loneliness among college students who own dogs or cats? Second, do students with stronger emotional bonds with their pets report lower levels of emotional and social loneliness? The underlying assumption is that a closer attachment to pets would correspond with lower level of loneliness. Research design. This research employed a quantitative cross-sectional design with a between subject approach. The purpose was to examine the relationship between pet attachment and loneliness at a single point in time. Two standardized instruments were used to collect data: the Lexington Attachment to Pet Scale to assess emotional bonds with pets, the John Gearvold Loneliness Scale to measure emotional and social loneliness. Participant. The study involved 275 college students aged between 17 and 22 years. All participants own either a dog or a cat and were actively enrolled in university at the time of the study. Participants were selected through purposive sampling and recruited online based on specific inclusion criteria, including pet ownership and age range. Result. The findings of this study reveal a weak but statistically meaningful positive relationship between pet attachment and students' feelings of loneliness. Students who reported stronger emotional bonds with their pets also tended to experience slightly higher levels of emotional loneliness. Interestingly, this trend was more noticeable among cat owners, suggesting that those who feel emotionally isolated may turn to their pets, especially cats, as source of emotional comfort and connection. Discussion. This result indicate that the relationship between pet attachment and loneliness is more complex than assuming pets simply reduce feelings of isolation. Rather than lowering loneliness, a strong emotional attachment to pets might reflect students' efforts to cope with existing emotional needs. Cat owners, in particular, may rely more heavily on their pets for comfort when human support is lacking. Meanwhile, dog ownership might involve more social interaction through daily routines, potentially offering different emotional dynamics. In general, students who felt more emotionally attached to their pets In general, students who felt more emotionally attached to their pets also reported feeling lonelier, suggesting that pets may help erase emotional struggles but don't fully replace human connection. Conclusion. To conclude, the study found a weak but significant positive relationship between pet attachment and loneliness among college students, with stronger correlation observed among cat owners. Although pets can provide emotional support, this does not necessarily reduce loneliness. These insights suggest the importance of considering other contributing factors, such as personality and social support, in future research. So that's all from me. Thank you for your attention.